Good evening. Businesses in Bristol are calling for a rethink on controversial residents' parking zones in the city. But the Mayor, George Ferguson, said today he remains convinced of the benefits. Katie Rowlett reports.
You only have to look around the University of Bristol to see that parking is a premium. It's one of the top 3 employers in the city, with 5,000 staff, most of whom work here in Clifton. And despite 80% finding green ways to commute, there are still many who need to use their cars.
The university provides a number of parking spaces within its own precinct, but we're still reliant on parking on road for probably around about 300 staff as far as we can tell. So those are people who typically can't find a car parking space, perhaps they arrive late because of childcare responsibilities or whatever. They need to park somewhere. So we need a period of time to work this through, and that's what we feel we're not getting.
The university has spoken out after a survey by Bristol Chamber of Commerce, where an overwhelming number of businesses responded with concerns over a lack of consultation.
You can probably see behind me there are empty parking spaces along the street. I'm sure the residents are very, very pleased about that. But in this area, you might be able to hear behind us, there's a school, and the school has staff who need to be able to get to work.
In a survey, nearly 3/4 of businesses questioned felt there'd not been enough consultation. A similar figure thought that there is insufficient transport infrastructure in place, and 69% wanted cheaper long-term parking and incentives for car sharing.
I don't think it's right, really, because otherwise you can't park anywhere. Where can you park? Nowhere.
The traders, the shopkeepers suffer because people can't park to do their shopping. I hate it, I loathe it, I detest it.
What businesses say they need is more time while a compromise is found. Katie Rowlett, ITV News, Bristol.
Well, we contacted Bristol City Council and they sent us this statement. We recognise that some organisations will have genuine fears about the schemes, but we're committed to continuing to work with all businesses and public services through the remaining implementation. The Council will fully consider the issues raised by the BCCI and will address the points raised in detail. A 27-year-old man's appeared in court charged with murder and attempted murder in Swindon. It follows the stabbing of 60-year-old Tom Rogers on a cycle path in the town last week and another attack on a woman in the same location in May. Jason Vung, who's from the town, was remanded in custody. Dredging on the Somerset levels had to stop for a time today after fuel thieves targeted the site for a second time. Diesel was stolen from 5 machines along the banks of the rivers Parrett and Tone. The Environment Agency is now considering bringing in additional security. It's the 4th of July and Bristol's independent retailers are celebrating. David Cameron's backing the nationwide campaign to promote independent businesses, which are important to the community and boost the local economy. Today, companies got together to explore how to work more closely in the future. And last-minute preparations are taking place tonight for St Paul's Carnival, which gets into full swing tomorrow. The annual street party is expected to attract more than 100,000 people, but celebrations this year will be cut short, ending at midnight. To save money, Adam Grierson reports.
The bright costumes are nearly ready, the dance moves are being perfected, and these children at the Dolphin School in Bristol are just about ready for the St Paul's Carnival.
Really excited.
Why is that?
Because it's my first time being in a carnival. I really liked it because I like running around and getting the things and tying them on.
The carnival has been going since the late 60s and has grown significantly since then. In 2012 the event was scaled down due to a lack of funding, and this year will see an earlier finishing time of midnight. But organisers have also come up with a new way to try to secure the carnival's future.
This year we'll be running our own bars, pledge bars, and we're asking people to pledge a drink. It can be a bottle of water. If everyone who came bought a bottle of water from our official bar, then we'd be on our way to sustainability.
Of course, music is a big part of St Paul's, and this year will be no different. The Caribbean carnival culture has long had an influence on the city's music scene, and groups like Just Now are just one example of what's on offer.
To us, St Paul's Carnival it kind of defines what we're about, because we're a blend of Trinidad culture, which is where the Caribbean Carnival started from, and Bristol sound system culture, so St Paul's Carnival pretty much defines us.
It all kicks off with the procession at midday. An early finish or not, everyone is ready for a party. Adam Grierson, ITV News.
Next, a local businessman has donated £100,000 to save Cheltenham's Banksy. The anonymous donor has also pledged to match any other amount firms agree to donate. Work to remove Spy Booth from a building in the town is currently on hold because the council were concerned about the damage to the Grade 2 listed building. Animal rescue workers are seeking the owner of a dog found abandoned after the Glastonbury Festival. The lurcher, who's been named Dolly, was found in one of the 5,000 abandoned tents left on the site after the festival last weekend. The dog's recovering at an animal shelter nearby, but rescue workers say she's very scared and won't sleep at night. Now let's find out what the weather's got in store. Here's Kate.
ITV West Country weather, sponsored by BMI Regional Airlines and Bristol Airport.
Good evening. Well, after some lovely sunshine this week, it was a little bit disappointing to see the rain today, but fear not, because the weekend's looking a little better. There'll be some sunny spells, just perhaps the risk of a light scattered shower here and there. But certainly as we go overnight, we're keeping that heavy rain, I'm afraid, and it's going to be a rather muggy night as well. Lows around 14 Celsius. Possibly even 16 in the towns and cities. So as we wake up tomorrow morning, bit of a cloudy start, there's still 1 or 2 outbreaks of rain, but slowly and surely it will begin to brighten up. And certainly by the afternoon, everywhere should be dry with some decent sunshine. There is the risk of a light scattered shower, a little bit of rain lingering perhaps through parts of Gloucestershire, but it will clear up. And certainly in that sunshine, highs around 20 Celsius. So looking at what else is to come, and there will be some fairly widespread showers on Sunday, but plenty of sunshine in between. And then for Monday and Tuesday, a scattering of light showers here and there, feeling a little bit fresher, highs just around 19 Celsius at best.
Sponsored by BMI Regional Airlines and Bristol Airport.
And that's it from us. There's plenty more news on our website, but from all of us here on the Late Team, have a very good evening. Goodbye.